beautiful dreamers, and welcome back for another video with your girl Shlinda1. So in this video, what I would like to talk to you guys about is natural hair and the lessons that if you are newly natural, especially if you did the big chop in your hair, you're rocking a TWA, which is a tiny weenie afro, or at least that's what it's the initials are for, then you may be experiencing very disheartening feelings about being natural, right? Because it's new to you and you're kind of like, do I like being natural? Do I not like being natural? My hair is this, my hair is that. I have a cousin, hi Tasia, who reached out to me because she is newly natural. She tried it before, then relaxed, now going back to it, and totally did the big chop. So she reached out to me and was just like, you know, I can't seem to keep my hair moisturized for over 5 hours. Like, I'll moisturize it, but then after 5 hours, my hair is super dry. So I decided to do this video, one for her, but for all of you guys who may also be experiencing this. And I want to offer you some reinforcement, some support, but some things to think about. Okay, these are things that I wish I would have known when I was newly natural. Number one, believe it or not, you're right where you're supposed to be. And the reason why I'm saying that is because this is the time that you're really going to learn your hair. You're going to learn your hair texture. You're going to learn what your hair likes, what your hair doesn't like, whether you have low porosity, high porosity, whether you have thick hair or thin hair. Now is the time that you're going to learn all these things that when, say if you was transitioning, that means you have not cut off your relaxed ends, but your natural hair is growing. Even in those stages, you don't really know your hair because you're technically catering to two different types of hair. You know, you're dealing with two different textures. A product that you may use may love your natural hair but despise your relaxed hair. So it still is not around the right time to truly get to know your hair. And I know this due to experience. So my advice to her was, let's really assess your hair. Number one, get a journal. I cannot stress it enough how important it is to get a journal. This way, when you try so many products, and unfortunately guys, there's no way around it. There's no way around it. I'm not saying go out there and buy an entire drugstore. What I am saying is you have to kind of get into the mind frame that you're going to be experimenting with multiple products. The reason why is because you're going to figure out what your hair likes. Some people's hair likes creamy products. Some people's hair like butters. Some people's hair doesn't like any of it and only rocks with oils or more watery based products. There's so many products that's out there that you have to figure out what your hair likes. So a journal helps you with that. It's just like meeting a guy. You know, you need time and experience to actually say that you get to know them. You know, you don't get to know them in one day and think that you got it down. You kind of have to have some time to go with that. And a journal is a great way to document that stuff. What was my experience with that type of product? This way, you kind of have a gauge on what your hair likes and more importantly, what your hair dislikes. So let me tell you a quick little story. When I first became natural, I jumped on the bandwagon of what you hear most people talk about. That's like the 100% raw shea butter, which is a great product, or the Curl Enhancing Smoothie from Shea Moistures. I wanted to try it, right? If everyone raves about it and it was so great for their hair, it should be wonderful for mine. It wasn't. You want to know why? I found my hair to be more dry using that product than anything else. But I had to document that. I had to write it down. I had to pay attention to that. I know my hair doesn't do well with like butters. My hair was naturally thin. So only because everyone else is using it, and Sarah Lee, I don't know who the hell Sarah Lee is, where I get that name from, but only because Sarah Lee uses it and her hair is down her back, Sarah Lee might have high porosity hair and her hair is super thick and needs that. I don't have that. I have low porosity hair and I have really thin hair, so I need more of a water based product. You understand what I'm saying? So this is where you actually take the time to learn your hair. I don't care what product you use. Go to Dollar General, get you a 99-cent notebook, and get to writing, because this is where you learn your hair. Another thing I advise her of is that if she's experiencing a lot of dryness right now, to alleviate all types of shampoo. Alleviate it for now. Document how your hair is feeling. If you notice that by week 2 or 3, your scalp is really itchy and things like that, you may be one of those people who really need to cleanse their scalp on a regular basis. Now we have to figure out what's the best way to go about that. Is it just an apple cider vinegar rinse, or is it just a cleansing co-wash? But for right now, just shampoo your hair. So this is where you alleviate some of the things that you already know your hair doesn't like. This is where you experiment with your hair. What does my hair like? What does my hair do not like? I know for myself that my hair does not like butters. Who knew? I don't really do a lot of the butters, like the strong butters. It just doesn't work for me. For other people's hair, it's great. It took time and experimenting to figure that out. I know that I don't just co-wash. I need a cleansing co-wash. I need to cleanse my scalp. I need something that's still going to cleanse my scalp, because I have dry scalp. And not only do I have dry scalp, but when I alleviate cleansing it, it gets flared up even more. So that means for me, and all this stuff I had to document, I now need to know that I need a cleansing conditioner that's going to keep the moisture in my hair, cleanse my scalp, and I know that I need to pull out my jojoba oils or some form of oil that will equalize my sebum that's already coming out my scalp, and I've experienced good, healthy scalp. This is not going, you're not just going to figure this out tomorrow. You're not. It's going to be a matter of time. So if you're in those early TWA or early natural Lisa stages, you are right where you are supposed to be. Welcome to the natural world. Nobody said it was going to be necessarily easy, but what we all have said is that it is 100% worth it. Pay attention to our failures. I have had so much breakage. I have had so many products that I brought you that just tangled up my hair. I mean, like, it was just the worst. I bring these reviews to you, and a lot of us bring you reviews to share with you our experiences, our successes, and our failures. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to your hair. Pay attention to your hair, people. I cannot stress it enough. Your hair is speaking to you. I promise it is. All I'm saying is pay attention to your hair and take one step at a time. Do not try to use a bunch of different products when you don't know what your hair likes. Once you begin, and once you get a pretty decent regimen, you have your leave-in that you know is your leave-in. You know your hair likes that. You may have your styler that you know is your styler. You know what that is. So then if you wanted to incorporate something else and something didn't go quite right, you know what that is. You don't have to wreck your brain and figure out, well, what is this and what is that and why didn't that work? I didn't know what that worked. No, you know, because I've done it. I know my leave-in. I got my leave-in. I know my moisturizer. But if I change a different styler and I notice that my hair did not respond and it didn't come out fluffy or it didn't come out defined, there's no question about what that is. All I'm saying is, if you're frustrated and you're newly natural, you are where you're supposed to be. The most important thing is documenting and paying attention to what your hair is telling you. If you find out that your hair is dry after 5 hours, then maybe the moisture, then the moisturizing product that you're using for your hair is not for your hair. It's not for your hair. So it's time to try something else. One more thing that I think is very important. Sometimes it's not the product. It's the way you're using your product as well as your hair's health. The example I used to her last night is you can't get shot. And you can't get shot by a shotgun and you got a big old hole in your chest and you try to get a small band-aid and think it's going to work. what I'm trying to say is that if you're trying to put a quality product on damaged hair and you don't get the results that you're expecting, you got to do the steps to get your hair up to health. That means if you need to up your co-washes or up your, most importantly, deep conditioners. You may be a person that actually benefit from hot oil treatments, greenhouse effect. This is where you learn those things. And I, as well as many of my other natural hair YouTubers, have plenty of videos all over YouTube, on blogs, all over the place that can definitely help you with regimens. And I'll do another video for you if you guys like. Leave it below in the comment section if you want a full-fledged regimen. But these are all the things that you have to do to your hair. And you're not going to see a result tomorrow. It takes time to get natural, healthy hair. That does not happen. Guys, I've been on my journey for a few years now. And I'm not saying it's going to take years. What I'm trying to say is you should see your pathway to getting healthy hair within weeks to a few months. But please don't believe that you're going to pick up a Shea Moisture product tomorrow, you're going to have amazing results, and you just automatically have naturally healthy hair. It's like your body, you know. You can eat a good meal today, but that don't mean you're healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to do steps. There's steps to this. And, yeah. I'm hoping that this helped alleviate some of the frustration. Yeah. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I pray it helped. If you haven't done so already, please rate, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to leave all your comments, questions, concerns, all of that below in the comment section, and I will definitely get back to you as soon as possible. I love you guys so much. Welcome to the natural hair journey. It's not easy, but I promise you it's so worth it. And I'll see you guys in the very next video. Remember, you are bold, beautiful, and more importantly, you know you're blessed. And I'll see you in the very next video. Bye, guys.